Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to the verse. Today I'm going to be doing a video on the 890 Jump Hijack Mission, as well as talking through my players' weapons and armor and stuff, and what I recommend players use. I love the 890 Jump mission. It's quite a well constructed mission, pays out quite well as well. We'll talk about that all later though. But yeah, I'm going to show you the mission start to finish. Talk about it, and also talk a bit about like the weapons I prefer to use, what kind of armor I have. I'll probably do a separate video on the weapons and armor themselves, but for now I'm gonna include it. Also, sorry for the fan noise in the background. Star Citizen is a beefy game, so it basically requires my laptop to run at full tilt fan anyway. So if you can hear it in the background, that's what it is. I apologise. And of course, FPS issues may be not too bad, hopefully, but we'll see. I'm also going to be doing it in a Mustang Alpha starter ship to kind of show that it's actually quite accessible to new players, and the only thing you really need is weapons and armour. So we'll talk about what weapons we've got currently equipped. So going to maybe glass and equipment management. So the weapon I like to use is the P4 AR ballistic rifle. It's incredibly cheap. It's less than 5,000 alpha UEC. Gives you stats here: 30 round magazine, 550 RPM, and effective range 50 meters. This is more than enough for 890 jumps. This range is, you'll never get above 50 meter engagement distances. 550 RPM is quite nice. Size 2 attachments and stuff, which I do recommend putting on. I'll show you those later. Oh, sorry about that. Here we go. So attachments, 3 times holographic sight can be quite useful. Also the laser pointer I recommend as well, since we don't have like hip fire markers, so you're sort of guessing, so having a laser pointer can be quite useful. Secondary, you can have whatever you want, doesn't really matter. I just picked up the P8 SC ballistic SMG because that's what the people who bought the 890 Jump they use. So if I run out of ammo, I've always got a couple of spare mags of this, so I can pick up a rifle and start using it. Yeah, that does have any attachments. And then sidearm, S38 ballistic pistol, a nice pistol. It's got 15 round magazine, 450 rounds per minute. I prefer it to the Arc Light because it does a bit more damage, but still has a good magazine capacity, take down a couple of enemies, rather than like the revolver ballistic pistol. Just a preference thing. But yeah, this is a very good pistol. I recommend getting your hands on one. Here I'll show you my magazine loadout. So 3 primary weapon magazines, 1 secondary weapon, and then 2 sidearm. I also have a knife equipped, which you can see is on my character there. You can also equip grenades and stuff, but I don't recommend using grenades at all for the 890 mission. And med pens as well. Do not forget med pens. These are essential. I do not recommend doing the mission without med pens. If the one thing I recommend you have, plenty of med pens. So yeah, that's the weapon loadout that I prefer to use. Typically, if I don't have this equipped to my secondary, I'll have like the rocket launcher or the rail gun, typically, in case I want to do any ship combat, or if I get stranded somewhere I can still take out ships. Not that, yeah, the weapons so far aren't too effective, but it's nice to have, and they're pretty cool. And let's quickly talk through the armor. So I basically have an entire Defiance tactical loadout except the torso, which is an Inquisitor core. As far as I'm aware, there's not too much of a penalty for wearing heavy armor. Heavy armor gives you a damage reduction of 40%, medium gives you 30 and light gives you 20. Yeah, Inquisitor Core is quite nice. It's quite a sleek looking, very cool armor piece. Comes with plenty of slots as well for magazines. You can get 3 grenade slots, plenty of utility as you can see. Not a lot of storage, but that's not something we need to worry about for combat. And then yeah, all these other pieces have 40% damage reduction, so you're quite a beefy person with all this armor stuck on you. And I think it looks pretty good. Look like some sort of menacing, heavily equipped, I don't know, stormtrooper? Maybe not stormtrooper, but you look like an elite bounty hunter, kind of. So that's what I run for weapons and armor. It'd be interesting to see when Theatres of War comes out, how they balance all the weapons and stuff. Because at the moment I like using my rifle, but obviously I imagine when Theatres of War comes out, a lot of these weapons are going to be subject to change, whether it's damage, rate of fire, whatever. So maybe another video when Theatres of War comes out might be good.
All systems operational.
But yeah, I'm going to leave you guys here, and I will catch you guys later when I'm back at the 890 jump mission, and just to cut out the travel time. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a sec. Alright, so just jumped in. I'm going to have to retrack, because there's a glitch where it untracks the mission, so there we go. Fingers crossed everything works. So in terms of finding the mission, it'll either be currently at one of 2 places, around Microtech and its moons in future possibly, and Area 18, ArcCorp, sorry, and its moons. It's either right above ArcCorp, sort of like Area 11, or above Walla. Those are the only 2 I usually get, and then there's one above Microtech. So that's where you need to go in order to find the mission. In terms of its payout, it pays 12,000 Alpha UEC currently, but you can get a bonus 5,000 Alpha UEC should you stop the data transfer, which I will show you how to do if you can find it, that is, in time. And yeah, right as you jump out, you'll jump 10 kilometers away, and as you close in, 2 cutlasses will spawn. So make sure you have a ship that can deal with that. This alpha usually does quite well. An Aurora probably wouldn't fare too well, VMR that is, in terms of like starter ships. But yeah, you can also, should you wish, do like a flyby and eject right as you get near it. The cutlasses will then chase your ship, and that will leave you free to board the ship. And obviously you can't then fly back, but you may have a friend or a buddy who could pick you up, or just ask someone. So that's a good way to do it. Of course the Aurora doesn't have an ejector seat, so that's a bit of a problem. But yeah, if you find yourself going down, or you're basically screwed at some point, just eject, fly over, you'll still do the mission. And yeah, I have had an instance where I was able to hijack a cutlass and fly away, so that might be a possibility as well should your ship get destroyed. But anyway, let's head towards the 890, hopefully it spawns, and we'll engage the targets.
Contact.
Here we go. Hopefully this won't take too long. Obviously got 2 size 2 weapons on the alpha. Equip auto gimbals. You can do this, by the way, if you don't know, by tapping R. And this one here with the dotted lines is also gimbal. Alright. I do love how the alpha is so maneuverable. Oh, it's our lock.
Right shield 0%. Weapon system failure imminent.
Okay, we are struggling a bit.
Shields. Failure imminent. Shield.
Come on,
charging.
shields.
Shield at full strength. System failure imminent. Engine systems power ready.
Well, what's going on here then?
Engine systems disabled.
Well, something's going wrong.
Ejected.
Plan B it is then. Oh god, oh god, this isn't... Right, there we go. I have no idea what happened there. My systems were just like, nah. Shit, okay. Oh, let's not get caught in the crossfire, please. Right. Let's see if we can't hijack a cutlass. Oh, another tip is make sure to get the call to arms mission, because then you can get some alpha UC for killing the cutlasses as well, bumping your total up a bit. I wonder if this will work. It did last patch, but of course... Ooh. Haha. Oh yes, here we go. This should be interesting. I have no idea why we can actually open that up, but... Here we go. Anyone in the turret? I suppose there isn't there. Okay. That's interesting. Can we knife him? Okay, maybe this is going to end badly, isn't it? Let's just put him out of his misery. No? Oh, can we reload, please? There we go. Right, this might be an issue. I don't think I can... Ooh. Oh god. Yeah, that works. So does that. Okay. Right, let's try and... Is there someone in here? Can't really see. Oh. Right, why? Okay. I can't see if someone's in there, not gonna lie. Right, let's try and get in the pilot seat. If we can't, I will just EVA to the 890 and I'll catch you guys when we're there, but let's give this a go. Ooh, okay, we're good. Oh, okay. Oh shit, yeah, of course, I see the bloody... right. Here we go. How do we have... Oh, come on.
Congratulations. Target is destroyed.
There we go. So yeah, this I'll be honest, this is one of 2 times this has actually happened. I genuinely don't know what happened with my alpha there, but it just decided to switch off and not work. I think that missile kind of crippled our systems, if I'm honest. But yeah, hijacking this seemed to work a treat, so I suppose we're using a cutlass now. But let's enter. I always recommend enter, by the way, going through these side doors rather than the hangar bay. Also, be careful not to collide with the 890 jump, because you will actually commit a crime. Not quite sure why, but just you do. So make sure you don't crash into it, otherwise you get a fine and you have to pay off, or worse, you end up having a bounty on your head or something. There we go. But yeah, always enter through these side doors. There's never any enemies that spawn in here, so. Also, the reason I'm using the stow, like on the interactive menu, and not the actual button for it, is because last patch you would sometimes drop your weapon, and I don't really want to risk dropping my weapon, so this 100% works all the time. And FPS weapons actually fire, unlike last patch, so that's good. Sometimes there is a bit of an issue, in which case bind inspect weapon to a key, double press it, and then you should be good to go. But yeah, let's clear these guys out. Can we get a shot on him? There we go. And again. Nice quick bursts usually do it. I think this rifle does quite a good amount of damage. Let's be careful. Is anyone up here? Right, I think we're gonna... Here we go, this should give us... There we go. Swap to the other side now. Perfect. Right, let's check the bridge for the data. No, it's not here, is it? But yeah, if we find it, I'll show you what it looks like. But we're going to have to be pretty quick if we have any hopes of wanting to find it. Oh god. See, laser sight's pretty handy there. Anyone around here? Perfect. Right. Data thing's not here. Let's go down. Actually, let's just hear. Is it there? Sometimes you can hear it. So double check the rooms. Make sure it's not in there. Sorry that was a bit quick, but I am trying to find the data transmission. But yeah, the AI at the moment kind of act like statues most of the time. If you're unlucky, they will basically bum rush you once you kill one of them or once you get discovered. They can sometimes patrol around here. I'm going to check the med bay. Sometimes it's in here. Nope. Okay. Chances are we're not going to find it in time. But if you're lucky, it'll spawn by those airlocks. Oof, that was close. 2 rounds. Oh god, and we're spazzing out. Right. That was poor. And again, Q and E, by the way, are to tilt. This is dangerous. I never like doing this bit. Okay. There it is, it's down there, but we're not going to get there in time. Right, tip. It can be quite dangerous going down here because you expose a lot of yourself before you can actually get your sights on them. So use these elevators. Get down on their level. They're never in the engine room here unless they run towards you, so. And then yeah, you're in much better position. Clear the corner. 1, 2. Oh god. There we go. Yeah, I'll show you what it looks like. Here you go. It will say it's up doing its thing at the moment. All you have to do is click abort here, and then it will abort and then confirm it here. And that's basically how you cancel it. And it kind of makes like a low pitched noise when it's working, like a sort of crackling sound. So yeah, you can listen out for that, and hopefully it gives you direction to where it is. But yeah, it can spawn basically next to any sort of terminal or like screen, I suppose. Right, gotta be careful here because sometimes the doors open already from the other side if they're close. Good. Down. Check this corner first. I thought that was a landing gear for a sec. 3 left. Usually they're all around this corner. One more. Come on. Where are you? Perfect. Took a hit there, but nothing too bad. Armor protected us. But yeah, that's it pretty much done. Also, be careful. There are security forces already on board in these white armor suits here. You can tell because they use these weapons, the one I use, whereas the pirates use this one, the SMG. So be careful not to shoot them. As far as I'm aware, there's no financial penalty for killing them, but in the future there may be, so be careful of these people in white. They're friendlies and they will attack the pirates, but 9 out of 10 times they usually die before you can get to them. Also, you can actually pick up and store these weapons as your own. So if you come here with a pistol, for example, and you bring mags along for this weapon, you can just pick it up and store it and it's yours. That's how I got this weapon here, and the same for this SMG. You can pick it up, equip it, store it, save you about 3,000 to 4,000 alpha UEC because you have to buy the gun. So that's pretty nice. Obviously a friend can come with you and pick up these weapons as well. Plenty to go around. But yeah, the one thing I would recommend bringing is med pens. Always bring med pens. And I'd say in terms of armor, either medium or heavy. I think light armor just isn't good enough, especially if you get caught. If you're careful and you just check your corners slowly, you'll be fine. But there are instances where like 3 or 4 AI will just rush you once you kill one of them, or if you get discovered. And yeah, you can't take too many hits in light armor before you need to use a med pen. But yeah, that's pretty much it so far. That didn't take too long. Obviously got 12,000 alpha UC. Had we got the had we stopped the data transmission, that'd be an extra 5,000 alpha UC for a total of 17,000 per mission, which isn't too bad. And that's all profit, of course, because obviously some of the best ways at the moment to make money are cargo and mining. But of course you have to put money in and if you lose it, use your cargo, you lose all that money you've invested. So I definitely recommend starting off with these missions, and then using the money you get from this to put into cargo or renting a prospector or something like that. But yeah, if you want a more in-depth guide on weapons, that's definitely something that I'd like to do, because I think FPS gameplay is very interesting, and of course there's going to be a lot of change with the new Theatres of War game mode. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about the 890 jump mission, do let me know. I'll try and answer them in the comment section if I've missed anything. But yeah, that was just a quick sort of guide, tips and tricks, walk you through the mission essentially, and it's a very good way to make Alpha aUEC and get familiar with FPS weapons and FPS gameplay. But yeah, that's going to be it for the video pretty much. Thank you guys for watching. If you have enjoyed, please like and subscribe and all that. Oh yeah, control is for the med pen, by the way, which is floating off now. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.